The Odyssey, the god who cursed one man for 10 years. The war was over. He should have gone home in weeks. Instead, it took Odysseus 10 years to see his wife again, not because he was lost, but because a god personally made sure he never found his way. This is the story of how one act of pride turned into a decade-long curse. The victory that doomed him. Odysseus was the mastermind behind the fall of Troy. The wooden horse, the trick that ended a 10-year war. He should have sailed home a hero. But on the way, his ships landed on the island of the Cyclops, and Odysseus made one fatal mistake. He blinded Polyphemus, son of Poseidon, and then boasted his own name to the wounded giant, loud enough for his father to hear. The curse. Poseidon, god of the sea, heard his son's cry for vengeance. He didn't kill Odysseus outright. That would be too quick, too merciful. Instead, he cursed him to wander the seas for years, losing his men one by one, watching everything he loved slip further away, all while never being allowed to simply drown and end it. Trapped by monsters and gods. For years, Odysseus faced horror after horror. The deadly song of the sirens, the sea monster Scylla devouring his men, the sorceress Circe turning his crew into pigs. Every time he got close to home, something ancient and powerful pushed him further away. This wasn't misfortune. It was Poseidon, watching, making sure he suffered every mile of the way. Held captive by a goddess. Even nature itself conspired against him. The nymph Calypso kept him trapped on her island for 7 years, refusing to let him leave, in love with a man who wanted nothing but to go home. 7 years stolen from his life, not by monsters, but by a goddess who simply didn't want to let him go. Home, but not safe. When Odysseus finally reached Ithaca, 2 decades after leaving for a war, he found strangers filling his home. Suitors trying to steal his wife, his throne, his entire life. He didn't walk through the door as a hero. He walked in disguised as a beggar, unsure if anyone would even recognize the man he used to be. The twist. Odysseus is remembered as one of history's greatest heroes, but his 10-year nightmare wasn't fate, and it wasn't bad luck. It was one god's personal grudge, stretched out for a decade, simply because a mortal dared to boast. Maybe the real lesson of the Odyssey isn't about cleverness or courage. It's about what happens when you make an enemy of the wrong god. If you want the myths they didn't teach you in school, hit subscribe. Myth Forge brings you a new forbidden legend every week.